Hello everyone, my name is Rahul. I'm a QA. So this is my first video regarding the Java Selenium framework. So today I'll be discussing about the designing pattern of Java Selenium framework. So let's start. So there are many type of designing pattern available in the industry like page object model design pattern, factory design pattern, singleton model design pattern. So let's talk about each of the things. So for singleton pattern, what is singleton design pattern? So for this type of pattern, we are creating any single classes for the whole web pages. Suppose there are one e-com sites. For that particular test script, we'll be writing every steps in one particular Java classes. So uh, the maintenance was for this particular singleton pattern has many. Suppose there are any changes on the UI, then we need to track the locator, particular locator, and need to reflect that changes in that particular classes. So this is the singleton pattern. Let's go to the page object model pattern. So what is page object model pattern? So this is accepted by the whole industry, and this is very popular. So what is page object model design pattern? So the purpose of this page object model, we are separate the test script from the UI components. So like uh, for every separated classes is available for every web pages. Suppose there is one e-com sites, it has login page, registration page, home page, landing page, and checkout page. So for each of the web pages we will creating particular test classes for each of the pages. So that's how we will be designing the page object model. Later on we will be discussing in broader way. And factory pattern, what is factory pattern? So for the factory pattern model, we are creating and returning the different objects, browser instances. For Chrome browser we are returning its instances. For Firefox browser, Gecko driver, we are returning in these objects. So let's discuss about the page object model. Before starting the page object model designing pattern, we need to understand its advantages, why it is popular and it is accepted in everywhere. So it mainly improves the maintenance. So suppose there is any UI changes, so from the UI sites, from the developer sites. So that particular UI changes will get another new locator. So we don't need to update on every pages. Just that particular locator which is referring to any particular individual pages, we need to changes that locator on that particular pages, not every test cases or not every test pages. So it has this type of maintenance advantages. So let's go to different slides how we will be designing the page object model. So this is the diagram, how we will designing the page object model. So so you can see there is page layer or page library was written in here. So what is this? So actually page library or page layer, we can say that suppose there is one ecom pages, that particular ecom pages has login page, home page, registration page, add to cart page, checkout page. For particular that ecom sites or web pages, we need to create login page class, separate home page class, registration page class, add to cart page class, and also checkout page class, which is comes under this page library. Okay, so let's start. What contains this login page? So this particular login page will contain web objects or web elements that particular for the login pages. And different methods for the login pages, like user need to log in into that particular login page, that particular method, logout methods, and forget password method, uh, other type of functionality which is relating to the login page, which that particular methods, methods or action models are we are writing in the login page. Similarly for the home page, similarly for the registration page, for all the pages. Next we are going to the test layer. This is the different layer we are designing. So in particular test layer, we will be writing the test cases for the each of the login page, each of the test pages. Like for the login page, we will be creating login page test.java class. For home page, we will be creating home page test.java class. For registration page, we are creating registration page.java class. For this particular login page, will contain the login page related test. Suppose the positive scenario of the login page, user able to log in using correct username or password or not. Different type of scenario or Herking language, cucumber language we can write in that particular login test page dot test dot java classes. So in this particular framework, I'll be discussing about TestNG testing frameworks. So let's discuss about other things. So this logging in page, so there are two different types of page layer. One is page layer, one is test layer. So now we'll be discussing the test based.java. So what is this test based.java? This is not related to the page layer, this is not related to the test layer. This is individual test based.java class. So in this particular test base of Java, we'll be writing the prerequisite things like the WebDriver instances declarations. So like WebDriver is equal to WebDriver driver is equal to new WebDriver, new Chrome driver, or any other type of WebDriver. Prerequisite things, maximize windows, page timeout, different type of timeouts we were writing in test-based.java, different type of waits, accepting cookies, deleting cookies, and the main things the URL and URL. So these particular pages will contains the prerequisite things. So now in the Eclipse or any other IDE, we will be creating this type of designing pattern, and then we will inherit all the pages with this test based Java. So every pages test pages from the page library will be inheriting this test base of Java. Similarly, this login page also inherit the test base of Java classes. Different every pages, whether it is from the page library, whether it is from the test layer, page layer, will be inheriting this test base of Java. So now we'll be discussing the what is object repository or OR. So every pages contains is individual test locators. So login page has its own test locators, test web elements. Home page has its own test locators. So this is called OR or object repository. So every locator will be storing in their particular pages. So we can say there's it also contains for from the page layer of point of view OR object repository. Then other component of the this framework was like so test based on Java, test layer. Other component was environment variables like and so we'll be creating different classes. So in particular different classes will be containing the configure property file, like if user sent any argument through the command line or from um, Eclipse, that that will be detect the property file or call the property file and check whether Chrome driver was there or not. So config the property file will be also declaring in the environment files. So in the environment files we'll be declaring config dot property file, property URLs. So URL you also we can also write the in test base of Java, or we can also write in the environment files, under the environment files. Password, also browser, different type of browser and other things. So this config file also inherit by test base of Java or other classes. So we can call the URL and we can invoke the browser. And different type of reporting file we also writing in these things, like these under these environment files. So extend reporting, HTML reporting, state change reporting, screenshot methods. uh, so we can design like this way, uh, how the actual in type of websites or in type of web page we can design it by these approaches. So every page is inheriting the stage base of Java class. This is the parent classes of all pages. So we can use their methods which is written in the test base of Java in every classes. Thank you so much. I think that is enough for today.